Hi Ben. Hey, what's wrong with you, Sam? It's raining outside. Get me cold. Oh, rain, huh? Well, do you know that rain is one of the process in water cycle? Water cycle? What is water cycle anyway? Well, uh, when the water rises up as a steam, then the steam rises up to the sky until there are some cloud there. After that, if the cloud were too heavy, the water will drop down to the earth and then become the ocean and lake and river and so on. The process will begin like that, so on and so on. Well, good to know that. Now, can you get me some blanket or something? I'm freezing out here. And since when you wearing glasses? Well, right. Let me get you a blanket for a second. So, welcome again to our learning video. So previously you have watched Sam and Benny again. They have talked about some water cycle process. Water cycle process is a natural phenomena process of cycling the water. So the water rising up becomes steam, and the steam rising up to the sky. It becomes cloud there, and the cloud produces water. Then the water came back and fall back to the earth again. So Benny here just implemented the use of explanation text. So later on in the video, you're going to have some information that are related to the explanation text. But firstly, I'm going to give you some sneak and peek about what is explanation text. So without any further ado, let's just jump into the slide material. Okay, now let's learn about explanation text. First is we're going to learn about what is explanation text. Explanation text is a text which tells some processes relating to a forming of natural, social, scientific, and cultural phenomena. So it is telling a process of something happens, how something happens. The text explains about the process in a sequence of phenomena. The phenomena. It says about why and how the forming process of a phenomena happens in the real world. So for the example of the explanation text is when you are trying to explains about how the rains happens, or how is the life cycle of a frog from the beginning of its life until it becomes frog. Or you want to talk or explain something about how a laptop works, or how a motorcycle works, and so forth. The next we are going to talk about why do you have to know about this explanation text. So first, by learning explanation text, you are going to be able to explain about how things works in your presentation. So if you are presenting about some products, perhaps like for example motorcycle, you are going to be able to explain how it works, how the motorcycle works. And then the second, this is really important in research. Explanation text makes you to be able to explain about the process of some phenomena in the research area. another reason that why you should learn about explanation text is because in the end of the video I'm going to ask you to do some mini project that are related to the explanation text, so you better learn good in this video to be able to do the project and pass this class. So those are some sneak and peek about explanation text. So in the next, let's enhance our knowledge more about explanation text. In order to do so, I already provide you with some animation video that explains about how the water cycle process happens in the natural phenomenon. And then before we jump to the video, I want you to pay attention on some points that will guide you to understand more about the video. The first is I want you to explain about what is the purpose of this video, and then you have to decide, is this video explains things in sequence or not? And then I want you to find out the purpose of the video. But in order to gain some more knowledge about explanation text, I want you to open out your browser and find more information about explanation text there, because nowadays everything is on the internet, right? So before we jump into the video, I want you, Benny, Sam, to pay attention to the video and take some points on the note. Okay? Yes sir, I will pay attention on the video. Yes sir, I already bring my book here to write down the information. Well, that's good that you are already prepared. So without any further ado, let's just jump into the video, right? Woohoo!
Greetings, I'm Explorer Dan, and this is my plane I use to explore and learn. After completing this course, you will be able to identify the 4 parts of the water cycle. They are evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. The sun heats up water in rivers and lakes and turns it into water vapor or steam. The water vapor or steam leaves the river, lake, or ocean and goes into the air. This is called evaporation. Water vapor in the air gets cold and changes back into liquid to form clouds. This is condensation. When the clouds get big and heavy with water, they fall back to Earth in the form of rain, hail, snow, or sleet. These are all known as precipitation. Collection is precipitation collected in oceans, rivers, lakes, and streams. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection together form the water cycle.
So how is the video? Is that good? How about your understanding of explanation text? Are you already understand more about the explanation text now? How about you, Ben and Seth? Yes sir, about explanation text. The video has taught me a lot about explanation text, but based on my note here, I think there is some similarity between explanation text and procedure text. Yeah, how about you, Benny? Yes, I think there is some similarity here, between the explanation and procedure text, because the explanation and procedure is talking about the step-by-step of a process. Yeah, you're both correct. Explanation text and procedure text is a little bit similar to each other because they both talk about a process, the step-by-step of a process. So, in order to make these things clear, I would like to explain about the differences between the procedure text and explanation text. So, the thing that makes explanation text and procedure text different is the explanation text doesn't need you in its process of forming or working process, so you don't have to take action on the process in the explanation text. For example, in the water cycle process, you don't have to do anything to make the water cycling because it's totally the natural thing. Meanwhile, in the procedure text, you need to do some action, or some people need to do some action in order to make the process begin or happens. For example, if you want to make a procedure text about how to make an ice cream, someone has to do the preparation for utensils, material, and so forth. So we need people to make the ice cream because the ice cream cannot make itself, right? And then the other thing that make the procedure and explanation text difference is in explanation text, it shows about the process of a phenomenon. Actually, the process usually talk about the natural process or the natural phenomena or something unnatural. For example, if it is explanation text, it will talk about how the rain happens, or how thunder happens, or how does the motorcycle works. Meanwhile, in procedure text, usually it shows you about how to create something. So it's not talking about how it is happens, but how it is done. How can you do the step, or how can you create something? So for example, if it is talk about how to make ice cream, the text will explain the step that you need to do in order to make the ice cream. So those are two things that maybe differentiate between procedure and explanation text. How about you guys? Do you understand now the differentiation between explanation and procedure text? Yes, sir. Everything noted here. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. I think I understand now. Well, great then, you two. I hope you in home also understand about the material of explanation text. Now, since we are already learned about explanation text today, now we are jump into the interesting phase in this video. So I would like to give you a project that you can work on with your friends. So in this project, you will have to work with 3 of your friends, and then you need to make one explanation text with the maximum of 1 page only, 1 page maximum. And then you need to pay attention on your generic structure and the language feature, which you can search the information about what is the generic structure and language feature of explanation text in the internet. You can browse it by yourself. So after you create the explanation text, I required you to make a digital poster about explanation text. So the poster will consist of each stage of the process that are there in your text. So in creating the report text, I provide you with two themes. The first is natural phenomenon like water cycle or everything else, and then the second is animal life cycle, like for example butterfly life cycle and so forth. After you're done with the text and also with the digital poster, you need to upload your works to the group chat, our class group chat. You need to put the text and also digital poster there, and then it's done. And also don't forget to put on some effort in the group assignment. Make sure that you all take parts in every process of the project, and if you have some question, you can contact me via WhatsApp or the group chat, the class group chat. It's okay. And then to make you sure about what I command to you, I post some slide material about the instruction of what you have to do in the project. Here it comes. Okay, I think that's all about our learning today. Ben, Sam, thank you for attending my class today. I hope that you understand about explanation text. Yeah, thank you, sir. I learned a lot today. Yeah, thank you, sir, for our class today. I really enjoyed the material. Well then, I hope that you also enjoyed the video, and I hope that you are learning something new today about the explanation text. So because we are already in the end of the learning process, I have to say goodbye for now, but I hope that we can meet in another video with the new learning and new material. So yeah, goodbye and see you next time.